We're starting a series this week called God Is, and we could spend a year doing the characteristics of God. That's not the point. We're going to do 4 weeks, and you're going to find they're going to balance. This week I'm doing a very popular topic, there was sarcasm there, called God Is to be Feared.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
Hi, Daniel.
Hello, Daniel. Congratulations on your 10th anniversary here at Calvary, and just stopped in to celebrate that with you. And Nan and I are excited for not only what the last 10 years have been here for you, but for what we see in the future.
I feel like Daniel has been sort of the solid constant for the past 10 years. Lots of things have happened, and he's been through a lot, keeping Calvary together and keeping Calvary on course and focused on God. And I just really appreciate that, and I'm thankful for my Calvary family and for my immediate family as well.
You tell stories about times in your life where you've been hurting or that you're not perfect, and you make us realize that you're human too, and I appreciate that.
One thing about Pastor Daniel, especially at the very beginning when he was giving his sermons, I always felt like he was talking specifically to me. And I was always wondering, how does he know me so well that he always makes the sermon exactly what I need to hear at the right time? And I really always appreciate that about Daniel. So I'm sure other people must feel that way, but he must be getting tired of talking to me every day.
Okay, so Gideon, I want you to go serve me. Yes, Lord. Go tear down the altar to defy a false god.
He pauses right there. I can almost hear him thinking out loud. You do realize that that's not going to make me popular, right?
We've had some really awesome times in this church. We've had some very difficult times in your 10 years here. And I admire the way, a couple things that really stick out to me. The way that you've been consistent. You are Daniel. You're a redhead from Texas, and you're willing to admit that. And I think the authenticity that you offer with that, and the transparency that you provided to our church has really been a big reason of the success and our continued growth. I really appreciate that. Another thing that really sticks out for me is the emphasis you put on our church connecting, not only here locally in our community, but also nationally. And I really admire you as a person too. I think as a friend, we've gained a really good friendship. We've hiked a lot of bridges and been in some tents together, and really appreciate not only the way that you've pastored me, but also the way you've shown friendship to me throughout those 10 years. It's a big part of my growth as a Christian has been dedicated to you and the way that you've blessed me, and hopefully that's been able to translate to me being able to reciprocate that to my community and my family. So,
Daniel, I'm never at a loss for words, but I am intimidated in front of this camera. But I wanted to let you know how you have blessed me the time you have been here as our pastor.
Just wanted to share a little devotional with you today, kind of piggybacking off where we went last week and kind of preparing us even for this Sunday as we're in the middle of this process.
He was there for me, prayed with me in the front office when I was walked into the church just hoping there would be someone there to pray with me. Told me I could call anytime, and if I needed anything. And when my son-in-law had a heart attack and was sick, he and Emily calmed me down, talked with me, and they are both such a blessing to me.
He made the Christian faith very simple for many to understand, I think, in just boiling it down to loving God and loving others, following Jesus, sharing what we know, serving God and serving others, and then giving sacrificially of our talents and time. Really nails it on the head. I mean, too many people complicate Christianity, and I like the balance of how Daniel shares with all of us about our faith and how he makes it practical to our everyday lives. It's not too overly intellectualized, and it's not too earthy. There's a good balance there. And despite his corny humor, most of the time it works.
And my favorite Proverbs is, as iron sharpens iron, so does one person sharpen another. I love love that idea of just refining each other and bringing each other closer to God.
So thank you, Pastor Daniel.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel.
Thanks, Daniel, for 10 years. I'm so happy that you came to Calvary, and I pray that you'll be with us for a lot longer.
I believe the great days are ahead here at Calvary and in our church and in our world around us because God is good. Let's make it about Him. Thanks for joining us this week.